Hey now! Wow. What's going on, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and woo! This was a film. This was definitely a film. I just got done watching Madea's Big Happy Family. I feel like they're just reaching for titles now for just an excuse to make another Madea film. Anything involving family, let's just rework the title, even though it sounds similar to movies we've already done before. This is a 2011 film that was written and directed, surprise, surprise, by Tyler Perry. And at the beginning of this movie, I didn't know what to think because it looked like we weren't going to get Madea or as much Madea because we get introduced. Now, maybe this character has been introduced in the other Tyler Perry movies that's not titled Madea, and maybe I skipped it and missed it. And so, because otherwise, the character of Aunt Bam was thrown in my face at the beginning of this movie. She's played by Cassie Davis, and fuck. Is this not the most annoying, over-the-top, never shutting the fuck up character that I've ever seen? My God. I believe I just complained about, or I at least questioned, why Tyler Perry casted himself, has himself playing this female, older black woman character, Madea. Why didn't he find somebody else? Why didn't he get somebody else to do it? This is probably why. Because you see what another older black actress would do, and it's annoying as fuck. She was not funny, at least not to me. She was way more annoying than Madea ever has been. And in fact, she made me miss Madea, which is a huge accomplishment that I almost want to praise the movie for making me miss and appreciate Tyler Perry as Madea that much more. Her going off in this doctor's office and hitting on this doctor and just not shutting the hell up. Jesus Christ. And oh yeah, there's plenty of Jesus Christ and God talk in this movie as well. And before I get to the main plot, the Browns. I want to mention the Browns because I talked about how in the last movie, again, they could have been introduced in other films. I know there's a movie called Meet the Browns, so it's probably my fault that I don't know the dynamics 100% about which family member is which, who's related to who, or who's older than who. Because when I first saw these two, the Browns, I thought they were brother and sister, or even husband and wife. I thought they were the same age and the same, together. But it's now in this movie where I realized that, oh no, she, Cora, is Medea's daughter. And Mr. Brown is supposed to be her father. And I was like, wait, what? He is supposed to be her father? Even though they look the same exact age? And I'm like, I had this weird realization. There's even a side plot of her questioning if he really is her father. And then they even go on Maury to find out who's the father. And I haven't felt more embarrassed for Maury Povich than I did. All those episodes of his show that I have watched myself, I won't lie, of Lie Detector Task or DNA Task. I've seen all of that trashy bullshit before, so of course Tyler Perry had to use it in his own way. But it was racking my brain. I just couldn't come to terms with the idea that Mr. Brown was older than Cora, and so I looked up the two actors, and they're the same exact fucking age. They were born the same year. So it's no wonder why I thought they were brother and sister or even husband and wife, because in no world am I supposed to believe that he is that much more older than her to be her father. I'm sorry, I'm going off on a tangent on this specific thing, but it consumed me. This plot. This side plot, and trying to make sense, heads or tails of it. But the main plot, okay, let's talk about that. Because we have Loretta Devine as Shirley, she just finds out that she has cancer and that she's about to die very, very soon. So the plot is basically her trying to get her kids to, have a reunion or to have a dinner to all get together and get along for once, because man, do they not get along. This must be the most dysfunctional family I've ever seen on screen. My God. She tries like 3 or 4 different times to get them together at dinner to try to tell them, but every single time they fight with each other. They fight with each other. They argue. Weird secrets of the family come out, and it's just like, man, I don't like any of these characters. The kids. I don't like any of them because they're all such assholes to each other. They all don't respect their mother, and because we, the audience, and they don't know, but we know that she has cancer. We know that she's dying. We know that she only has so much time. It made me feel so bad for Loretta Devine. It made me feel so just bad for her. And I hated all these kids. Hated all of them. Let's talk about some of them. We have Tammy, who is married to Harold, and she treats Harold like such shit. And I know that Harold is a bitch, right? I know that he just lets her walk all over him. It's gotten to the point where even their kids walk all over Harold and talk to him like shit, especially the older son. And again, he's pathetic, but fuck is she a bitch. She's so cold and mean, kind of for no reason. And it's annoying. It angered me to watch. You have Kimberly, and her husband is the Old Spice guy. Isaiah Mustafa, I think the guy's name is. He was also in It Chapter 2. I like him, but Kimberly, look, she's beautiful. The actress, she is. But fuck, she was almost worse than Tammy, just as far as talking down to her husband and treating everyone like crap anytime that she's around any family member. It's just, ooh, And again, I know that there are families like this. It's not like I'm trying to say that Tyler Perry is making movies about relationships or families that aren't realistic. It's just, it's so over the top. It's so much the other way to where, for me, it does go past the realities of truth. I don't know. Maybe it was just too much to have every single young female character be a bitch, be annoying, because not just them two, but Bow Wow. Yes, Bow Wow is in this movie. He has a girlfriend who's not the mother of his baby, but his girlfriend's a complete gold digger, and she's just like a horrible, horrible human being. And the way that she talks about his baby, the way that she is constantly, there's 5 or 6 different conversations of her trying to get Bow Wow to go back to drug dealing to get more money because his construction job just isn't doing it for her, or whatever job he has. And of course she can't get a job herself, and like you want to choke the bitch. Joe, a character that Tyler Perry once again plays in this movie, has this ongoing joke of he's going to create this 1-800 service called 1-800-CHOKE-A-BITCH. And yes, he overdid that joke. Yes, he said it 12 more times than he had to, but I didn't blame him given the female characters that we had here. My God. And Bow Wow has a baby's mother. Oh, sorry, I'm speaking too proper. He has a baby mama. Let me say this more hood or ghetto for you. Bow Wow has a baby mama who this woman, praise her if she's nothing like this in real life. We first get introduced to her at the beginning. She works at like a fast food place. She has an interaction with Madea where she's annoying as hell, the woman. She doesn't serve her right. She's on her phone, all this stuff. Madea drives her car through the windows of the fast food place, causes so much damage, destruction, commits so many crimes. But because we already did a Madea Goes to Jail movie, we're not going to have her get arrested or get in trouble for committing this violent act. And honestly, everyone was so annoying. I was behind Madea. I was like, yes, Madea, be a bitch. Be an asshole. Treat these people like shit. There's one scene where Madea goes to round up all of the kids. I say kids, but they're adults, you know. They're Shirley's kids. She's trying to get all of them to go to the dinner, and she goes to Kimberly, and Kimberly is trying to sell a house to a couple, and Madea showing up to this house and being as embarrassing as she was being. I have to admit, I didn't laugh a whole lot during this film, but the Madea moments got me to chuckle. That Madea moment, that scene got me to laugh pretty hard. And again, it's not like I would lie, you know. I could easily say I didn't laugh once, but no, I telling the truth, I did laugh. Madea made me laugh a couple of times, and so you know that this comedy, you know that these jokes had to be rough. If I thought Madea was the funniest part of it, because so many of the characters are forced and just not likable or relatable at all. And yeah, you know, there is a sad moment towards the end of the film, but then it feels like it has the most anticlimactic, random as fuck ending of any of these Madea films, and that's saying a lot. So this movie is all over the place, you know. In one sense, it got me to like Madea more, but in a lot of other ways, it just got everything else wrong. You know what I mean? And boy, this was a movie. This was a film. Shit, I didn't care for it. I didn't. I don't know if I'm starting to become numb to these movies, or I'm not surprised anymore by how bad or how over the top it is. It's just sort of, I'm getting through it. So guys, let me know in the comments below if you too saw Madea's Big Happy Family, right? That's what it's called, right? Yeah. What did you think of it? Did you like it more than I did? Or do you agree that these movies are rough? Rough as fuck. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!
Time's changing quickly for me and you. The future's come, it's come for you. The moment upon your very eyes. The life around you are hypnotized. I take my 1,144. Hands spread wide open, line up the floor. The things come fast from here on out. No more delay or benefit in doubt. The prophecies, they talk to this time. I've been waiting patiently to bust.